Hello everyone, it's Lindsay from the Vintage Button. I am junk journaling Julying and it is 18 paper houses. So it's really going on. It's marching on, isn't it? July. Right, I think I've got my act into gear. What we're going to do for paper houses is I've mentioned it before and I have been using it for years. I've got this massive coffee table book that I rescued from a free library in a village somewhere in the heart of Suffolk. That's where I live. It was wet and all kinds of stuff. I really rescued it. It's basically a book about stately homes, so rich people's pads from yesteryear. Some of them are still occupied by the families, but this is an old book. I think there's an inscription. Oh no, it doesn't say, but it's written in biro, so I think it was probably in the 70s when this book, so it's about 50 years old. So what I'm going to do is take this house, we're going to make it fit, I'm going to trim it so it fits onto this page. This is going to be the sky. It's still slightly damp, but we'll be all right. This is just my one purchase that I got for Junk Journal July, because I am limiting what I spend my money on, because I have so much. I need to use what I have. So that was my splits. I also, in another book, because I kind of collect books, charity shops, free libraries, Tesco charity shelf. I don't know if all Tesco's have that, but certainly the one where I live does. I think this was a charity shop purchase. Again, it was like photographs of stately homes throughout the ages. And it had a line of people. I've taken some people off. This will go back in the box. So that she was there, he was here, and he was there. So he's kind of got his hands in his pocket. Well, he had his hand around his dad's arm there and this other hand in his pocket. So we're going to assume he's got both hands in his pockets. So I'm going to take that out. We're going to put them together. That's a mum and a dad. I don't know if they really are, but that's what they are. So this is a little family unit. We're going to make them into paper fairies, because I love me a paper fairy. We're going to do that by cutting down my Tesco napkins that are other supermarkets with other napkins all around the world. Tesco's my local big supermarket. Actually, no, Waitrose is closer probably, but much more expensive. So I'm going to use these wings. We'll cut them down so that they are a suitable size for this and outline them in the ubiquitous gold pen. So I'm going to put those to one side there, and we will deal with this beast. So I need a pair of, I've got these little scissors, but I wanted some longer scissors. As ever, my quest desk is really, really, really full of stuff. I even did a bit of a sort out yesterday. You just need stuffs, don't you? Right, let's see where we're up to. Eyeballing. I do me lots of eyeballing. I'm just going to do an arbitrary snip along the bottom here. Start me off. So this house is going to stand there, but I'm going to cut it off here, because that just seems like a good place to do some snipping. Oh yeah. Right. So we have that. Okay. I think I'm just going to snip it there. I'm going to be a bit brutal with my snippages. I really like, you can see the water damage, how wet this was, like the pages were stuck together. I quite like that, but it is going to go, but I will keep it in a scrap pile. I'm going to cut away the foliage as well, because we can create foliage. We could put the napkins in and make it really wild, but I think I'm just going to go in with some, go in with those other scissors for this bit because it's fiddly. I might go in with some Posca markers, we shall see when we get to it. But it's just a bit of a fussy cut. We're going to make some decisions about the little boy because I kind of want him to hang out of a window. So these are sash windows, they don't open like our windows. I don't like that fussy bit at the top of the chimney, so we'll have it slightly different. That's the thing about when you're cutting stuff out, you can determine where the thing is. It's almost like you're changing the shape. I've certainly changed the shape of this building, but it's up to us how we do that, because you're the one cutting it out. So if you didn't have a book of stately homes, there's stamps, because I did think about that. I've got stamps of houses because I like houses. I've even got like some really whimsical houses. I'm not really into that chimney, so that's going to go. And I've got like terraced, kind of like tony houses. And that is going to go. It's only got one chimney. It got done in the chimney tacks. Okay. So yeah, I was umming and ahhing. Do I draw some paper houses? I've got loads of paper houses in magazines I could have cut out. And then I thought, do you know what? I think I'm going to do it this way. I think I'm going to try and peel my label off again. Oh, I can hear a teenager has just arrived from college. And probably will be wet. It's raining here. Raining and it's howly browly. Oh, I might come a cropper. Come on, you can do it. I think next time, because I only printed off one prompt sheet. So, yeah. Because otherwise I would just have the other one and snip it off. But we haven't. Well, we do actually. Let's see. If I can't get it off, I do have this sheet that I use as my sort of background. And I could snip it from the backgroundy thing. Oh, we might have been a winner. I cannot. It's now a point of pride. I have to do it. And I don't mind if I have to do some trimming up. Right, put you on the PVA pot. So we've got this. I want to do another strip of paper. So I've got some Bee Happy kind of to be the ground. I had some background paper that's really good for stuff like that. But where did I put it? Is that it? Yeah, that would if it. Will you reach? Will you reach? Just like sort of nondescript backgroundy greeniness, that's what I want. We can rip that down. We can rip that down. Okay, I think we're working now. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so we've got a little bit of like lawn, because it was a river, wasn't it? But I want it to have lawn. That works. That works, because that's going to come down. We might even have to trim it down a little bit more. Let's turn it around. What does that do? Then we can put the label there. Okay. So the next thing is we've got our little man. And I want him to be, but oh, the sizing's not right. So no, they have to be sort of around. Because I was thinking if I could get him to come out of a window. I mean, it is our magical place. We can do what we want with it. Right. So I'm thinking he's then a little bit cheeky and he can be sat sort of behind the house like that. And the mum and the dad are going to be, this is like a family photograph, and he's been a bit naughty and he's not coming down. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's put some wings on our chappies. Right, so the mum is going to have these wings. I hope you liked yesterday's video when I made my parents into paper fairies. Was it yesterday's video or the day before? It might have been the day before. I'm kind of trying to be ahead of myself. So it's Tuesday, it's actually today's video. So I hope I'm filming it on Tuesday. You're not going to see this on Tuesday, so it doesn't matter, does it? I hope you like that, though. I kind of turned my parents into paper fairies. It was for the nostalgia one, and I am in the process, like my deadline for it is kind of Christmas time, making a series of journals for my siblings to give to my mum to write memories and things in. And I think particularly we'd like to know about, you know, her and my dad when they were getting together. So yeah, we they can write questions in it. It's just going to be a junk journal, really, that everybody gets a junk journal. And it's going to have pictures that are quite unique to us. I might make videos about it. I don't know. I was a bit like, should I make videos about that? But then it might be something that might be useful. And something that's handmade rather than like, you know, I could just download a load of photographs into one of these app thingies and say, you know, just make 4 variations on a theme. But I didn't want to do that. I want it to be like a proper heirloom. So something that we've made that can go on a bookshelf and, you know, grandchildren can look at it and, yeah. Okay, so should we do little lad first? So I'm thinking the dad and the little boy can have similar vibes happening. So he's got these wings which are too big and need to be cut down. Are they too big? I don't know. What do we think? Are they too big? How's the orientation? It's going to be a little bit awkward because, you know, it's not a full fairy wing, is it? But they're only tiny people. I like that. So I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to cut the little end off so that there's more room on the back to stick it down. That feels like a much more sensible shape. Yeah. Okay. Let's get our gold pen. Where are you? Oh, you're an orange pen. Ooh, how's that going here? Don't know why I did that bit. I'm going to be sticking it down. I do have tweezers somewhere. Not to worry. So how's your day been? Mine's been alright. It's been a full day, but I managed to play catch up with myself, which I really like, because Mondays I generally have a lot of appointments on Mondays. People like a Monday. And I also have like my case management meeting, and it just gets a bit full on, and I never feel like I finish everything. And I like to finish everything, even though it's not essential, but I do like to finish everything. So I've got all my notes up to date, which I'm really happy about. What am I doing? I need to check out what I'm going to actually put this fella, how his wings are going to go. I kind of want them to be like that. He's kind of, okay, they might all be hidden, might only be doing one wing, but she's going to, or her wings could be a bit more up, couldn't they? Alright, we're going to put him there. Let's do her. Her wings can be a little bit more perky. But they've somehow got to fit together, so a bit more perky, a bit more. And then his, okay, I see what we're doing. We're going to stick her first, and then we'll do the blokey around her. I can't remember what I was saying then. Oh yeah, I just managed to catch up. I've still got a raft of emails to do and sort another few bits and pieces out and do stuff, but I was able to just like get all my notes and stuff done, which was good. And I booked some annual leave in August, so we're not, I don't know if we're going to go. We might try, me and my husband try and get away. We've got like a 17 and 3/4-year-old who doesn't particularly want to go on holiday with her mum and dad anymore. Completely understandable. So I don't think did I go, when was the last time I went on holiday with my mum? I know the last time it was after my dad died. I think it was when we went to see an uncle in Belgium. Might have been the last time I actually went on a holiday with my mum. Yeah, right, so his wing is alright like that, but it's her wings we need to sort out now. Yes, that way. So, I don't know. I forgot what I was saying. That's okay, you know. Perimenopause is a thing. So yeah, that was it. Holidays. I don't know where we're gonna go. We might do days. I don't know. We just booked it off today. Right, so he's got to somehow, and I need to do this while she is not quite dry, because he's standing like that with her. Okay, let's put a bit of glue behind his head, and then his head can stick to her wing. Today is the first day it's not absolutely roasting. It's nice and cool. I've actually got a cardigan on. I love cardigan weather, where you're not, you're not too hot. You put a cardigan on and it's just right. You don't have to put the heating on. Does anybody else understand what I mean by I just like cardigan weather? I'm going to stick this wing, so it might even come out on the other side of her. I just want to show the depth of it, like kind of that he has got another wing and it is behind her. I think you'll see it in between them. So yeah. It's nicer, it's cooled down. We're actually going to have something that's not salad for dinner. Oh yeah, I like that. If I just move that slightly. There we go. That's our little couple. Right, so they're going to be stood on the lawn somewhere. And then little master, he's going to be, that's probably way too much glue. Let's do it with this. He's going to be on the roof somewhere because he can fly, you see, so he's being a bit mischievous. Okay, so he's going to be somewhere around here. I think we're going to have him tucked. He's going to be like that. Okay, I'm going to let him dry. Face down. I'm going to let them dry. Face down. And then they'll glue properly. Let's have a look at our house. So we're going to stick the house down. I think it needs to kind of be tucked in and come. Okay, let's do a bit of this. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever find this book again, but and I didn't take any, well, you know, I didn't have an ISBN number. It was old, too old for that. And because I took the cover off it, I'll have a look in that fly if there is a name of it and have a look. But I don't know if I'll be able to find it really. But it was such a useful book. It still is a useful book. Like I said, I have made myriad journals with it, and it's still going strong really. Right, stick you. Yeah, actually you do need to go a bit further down. Oh, I need not to be so stuck down there. That's alright. We'll leave that up, that'll be fine. See if we can stick him in now. I think he needs to be going like he's just peeping up. Yeah, he does look like he's got a bit of a cheeky grin. We like that. Kids with cheeky grins. It's got an R on his shirt, on his like cardigan thing. I do not like this bottle, but I don't want to put it in one of my other bottles until I know the weather's changed. Which is probably a bit daft actually, because it's going to be like this for another few months. Okay. Right, so we've got that. Now we need our green. I still kind of like having a bit of that blue showing, so we will stick the green like that. Oh, I don't know. Should we make it a little bit narrower? Oh yeah, I like that. And then we need gold, or do we have a goldy green? I'll get my paints out. I think we'll just use gold then. On that wall. Oh, here we go. Making our paper house. You could do this in so many ways. I remember, I think the first junk journal journal I made, it was for the prompt for fold out, I can't talk either. I found a paper house in a magazine and I cut the door open so that like the doors opened, and then inside there was like an inspirational quote. There's like loads of things you could do for paper houses. I did think, but I don't know if I would be able to. I did think about going taking a photograph of like my houses from across the road, and then disguising it, like, you know, changing the colours and doing something in Photoshop. Well, the free equivalent of Photoshop or Canva or something. And then I thought, oh, that's a bit risky, and I just thought it probably wouldn't work that well. I don't think I've got the skills for it. Yeah, it's definitely Sandra's department. Although I used to in my in some of my jobs, because I had to make my own promotional material. I did used to like making leaflets and stuff, designing things. I also like when I did the meditations, there would be things for people to pick up and hold. That would make a table. When I used to do them in person, there would always be like some sort of creative table in front of them. Sometimes that was like making images and phrases and stuff. I got friendly with a local frame makers, and they used to give me the offcuts of their like frames, like, you know, the masks inside. That was really good for that, making stuff up. Oh, I can hear the cat is back. Singing the song of his people. Right, so we've got foliage. So we're going to make it green, and we're going to put some flowers and stuff in it. And this is going to be, besides the wings, the only colour. We're going to get it to come over. He really is singing the song of his people. It's because he's very hungry. He's never been fed. We don't feed him. We're terrible. We never give him treats. He doesn't do tricks for his treats. Actually, he does. That cat can shake a paw, do a twirl, sit on command. He's not stupid, but he's got issues. So we're just going to build up the colour. I don't know what this is. It's not wisteria, because it would be all over there. We might put some wisteria in. That might be something we could do. But it's just a matter of building it all up now. Okay. I've got more than one green, I'm sure. I'm sure I've got more than one green. What colour flowers should we have in all of these things? I think it should coordinate somehow. And it's literally just dots. We're giving an impression of something. We don't have to be expert illustrators. Is that a word? Illustrators? Illustrators. Illustrators, Lindsay. Telling you, perimenopause is strong. Inability to speak. I have been talking all day today. I've got appointments. Lots of listening and asking questions. Let's start doing that. Oh, he really is singing the song of his people. It's alright, Miles is down there. I'm talking to him. I don't even know if you can hear him. tell you, Posca markers. See, once I kind of got out of the not buying cheap stuff off Amazon, and I've never bought it off other places, but once I sort of worked my way out of that, I've actually invested in some really nice bits and pieces. It's been over Christmases and saving up and intentional, like really intentional buying rather than. I think we are going to go foliage. We can do what we want. It's our house. Oh yeah, I like the idea of that. We'll go in with a darker green in a minute. It's just made it different, hasn't it? I really like it. Right, little bits of dark. There we go. A wisteria. I need to find some purples. We're going to do wisteria. It's not quite wisteria season, we're just past it. I am going to plant some wisteria at the front of my house, actually. I think it will knock back some of the 1980s redo of the outside. Soften it with a bit of wisteria. Oh, I like that. Amazing what you can do with some little dots. See, that GCSE in art went a long way. I actually ran into my old art teacher. Was it last year or was it the year before? I can't remember. I think it might have been last year. In Home Bargains in Wigan. And she kind of recognised us before we recognised her. And then my mum, who knows everybody, she's, do you not know who that woman is who's looking at you? I was like, no, who is it? And she's like, it's Miss Turner. No. And it was Miss Turner. So I went up to her and I just said, like, because she was one of the really positive teachers. I did tell a story, like it was with that one, about a not very positive teacher. I just think it was a personality clash now, as an adult. As a child, I didn't feel that way. But Miss Turner was, no, I don't want purple here. I want purple. I want to just do some outlines. Are you not going to come out purple? Yes, you are. Just some little bitty outlines and some droopiness. Yeah, yeah, that wasn't a good teacher. But Miss Turner, she was very inspiring. And I went to a not particularly, didn't have the best reputation school. I did have the choice to go to the local kind of school, the equivalent that I sent Lily to, really. Which probably would have been more academically stimulating. And I would have probably done better at my GCSEs. But actually, considering my dad died, I didn't do very bad at all. Still managed to get a degree from a Russell Group University, so there's that. But yeah, I decided I didn't want to. I wanted to stay where I was, which is fair enough. Right, I don't want the wisteria to come down too much. And this is not very realistic. Wisteria droops. I think I want the purple to droop here. So yeah, it was nice to talk to her and just acknowledge. I didn't like spend that, I think it was like a 30-second conversation with her. And she did say that after she left the school that I went to, she went to work for a private school where like quite famous northern people sent their kids, and she said that like she actually enjoyed working with like the kids, in my school. Much better. She really missed it. You got to do what you need to do, haven't you? Oh, look. Let's see. Is it pointillism? Where it's just all little dots? Don't know. Need a bit more green. Time are we on? Half an hour of just doing this. We're nearly there. Well done if you stuck to the end. Let me know. We also have a giveaway to celebrate reaching 1,000. I'm so excited. And also, it is the birthday of the Vintage Button on YouTube, which is quite exciting that like we got to 1,000 on its first birthday. Right, I think I'm wanting yellow and orange in the front. Yellow. Yes, that's good. Put the yellow coming up. Some yellow here as well. One last layer of orange. This is another good thing of layer on layer on layer, really. This orange is very good. I think it dries a little bit more opaque than when it first goes on. Just do a few bits. It does add something to it though. I think I'd like to at the weekend, I don't know, I didn't manage it this weekend, to go to Cambridge Open Studios. I'll have to have a look at the schedule and see who's on, see if there's any paper artists or sewists. So Cambridge Open Studios happens in July, and it's like all the weekends in July. Just might be nice to go and have a look. See if I can film any bits, show you. Oh, we're definitely singing the song of his people. He's so neglected. Right, I don't think I want them there. What do we think? I bet they're not shouting like my mum used to shout at us when we were on the top of the tree. Get down! But that was the 80s. In fact, we were always more worried about my mum if she wasn't shouting. And you knew she was like serious. I love her. She was fiery. My dad was the calm one. Kind of think I want him on the edge. The edge of the lawn. There we go. Look at that. Label. Can go back where it was. Oh, he's saying hello. I can hear him. I think I want to stick that down. So, let me know how you're going to tackle paper houses. I have switched on the community element. One of the things about getting to 1,000 subscribers, I don't know if it was actually from 500 subscribers, that there's like a community thing where you can contribute to the channel. You get to switch that on. I only realised that this morning when I was having my cup of tea. I was just fiddling around. I'm not quite sure how it works yet. But there we go. Let's see if I can bring it up. I like it. So that's paper houses. It's a house made out of paper. There we go. So we have competition, well, giveaway situation. That's an ephemera pack that needs to go into one of these. So I've got 2 envelopes that have got goodies in, and I've got a box that's got goodies in. It's got a handmade journal that is naked, so you can do what you want with it. It's full of vintage and some really old bits of paper in there. What I want you to do is be subscribed, like, comment on the video, and I'd like the comment to be a question. So ask me a question about anything, and it'll be added into my Q&A in August. So I hope you're enjoying the challenge. We are well over halfway there. If you're following along with us and you're doing it, you will have, like, by the end of the month, your own unique journal. It could be the first time. It's not too late to start. You could do 2 or 3 prompts in one page to catch up, or you could just do it completely randomly. So if you make something, make sure you use the hashtag JunkJournalUK when you post something on your socials, and then we will be able to find it. Right, let me move my big cup. And I'm going to leave it like that for you, and then that's how I'm going to take the thumbnail in a little minute. Thank you for spending time with me. It's been really lovely to get to know some of you better in the comments. And even if you don't want to enter the competition, leave a comment. Let us know how what you're doing, what you think about craft and art and sustainability. I'm all about the sustainability and well-being, how this actually does us good. It does our nervous system good. So yeah, I look forward to the chats in the comments. And tomorrow we will be back with Maximalist. There we go. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.